And we're live. Can you explain this Meteor car thing? Like,
I was just watching it. It's very fun.
how do you pull that off? What is it? You dropping it from a crane? What are we doing here?
Yes. So step one is we had to get our my friends away from the cars, which we did not show in the video. But a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is fake. How do you get the keys to the car?" So that was a fluke. I should have because sometimes I try to get right into the video so much that I omit details that I might think are
Pacing.
boring. But then I'm like, "Oh well, people probably wanted to know that," and it's just a hard line to tiptoe. But the way it went was I was just like, all right, everyone, we're meeting here in this church parking lot. So step one, we have to reach out to the church because we need a place to smash the cars that I don't own, so I don't get doxxed. So we get access to this church parking lot. That's a journey in and of itself. To get a pastor to agree to let me destroy cars on his parking lot. And then we pick the date and they all show up. But I tell these people, the people who aren't in on it, that they're just showing up to spend $10,000 in an hour. That I'm going to give them money and they go spend it. So they're excited, they come, and then so everyone shows up, them and then all the other people. We split up into teams. Only one team of four, the cars we're fucking with, don't know about it. Everyone else in the other teams, quote unquote, know. So they pull out and then they just do a U-turn and come right back and help me smash their cars. And I'm like, I don't know how long we'll have this church, so I need your car keys. So then the people who I had all the people that we are destroying their cars pile into one of my trucks. So and then I was like, oh, right before they left, I got all their car keys. I was like, just in case the church makes me move your cars, I just need your keys. So that's how we got access to the keys, which I wish I would have showed on camera so people wouldn't say it's fake. Because, like I said, we don't fake stuff.
Mhm.
And then they left. And then the other quote unquote teams that were also spending 10 grand, because it's not believable for them just to spend 10 grand. So I had to make it look like lots of other people were spending 10 grand. Or instantly they would have been like, this is too cheap. Like something's up. So then the other two people, though, turned around, but those four went and spent their money. And then while they're doing that, yep, first thing they did, they went left. We called this giant truck that had like 5 or 6 2 to 8,000 pound boulders on it. He pulled in. We called the crane guy. He pulled in. All this stuff was prearranged for a long time, and they were just kind of waiting off in a further parking lot. And we had someone over there just like been like, "Hey, this isn't a scam. Just chill. We're good." And then they pull in, and then we move the cars around and then put the boulder thing in the place where the crane can grab it, plop it on the car. I am very particular about things to the point where sometimes it's annoying because we put it on there, he didn't squish it like I wanted, so then we had to pull it off, beat it with sledgehammers, put it back on. I had to saw off the frame because the frame was. I envisioned a car with like a U shape and the meteors in the middle. And it was kind of just flat with the meteor in the middle. I really wasn't happy about it. But it's just little stuff like that that I think.
But cars have a little more structural integrity than
exactly.
You
So
yeah.
they were having to constantly lift up. I mean, it's and I'm having to call them. I'm like, because one of the people of the four, so it's complicated. So the four people that were spending the $10,000, two of their cars got squished by meteors. So the other two knew that we are squishing their cars with meteors. But what they didn't know is we were filling their cars with one of them balls and the other one just a bunch of mannequin limbs. So it's very complicated. So one person knew that we were squishing two cars with meteors, and the other guy's car were filling his car with balls, and the other guy knew we were filling the other guy's car with limbs and the other two people's meteors, but he didn't know about his car getting filled. It was a very hard line to tiptoe. But then I was like, oh, we just need another hour to delay to the ones that knew we were smashing the other two's car. And I just kept delaying them as we're just fucking around trying to figure out how to get their cars perfectly squished. And then I'm like, yep, we're good. Come on back. And then they came back, and then we took them to the dealership and bought them new cars.
What'd they get?
To be honest, I don't know shit about cars. Well, one of them got a minivan, and then the other one got, I want to say a Porsche. If that's wrong, someone's gonna crucify me. Like a really cheap one, though. Obviously, I don't want to hype it up.
Right, but he picked a minivan.
Yep, he did. Because
that's one idea.
He wanted a car that cost $6,942.00, and that's what he got. So he had extra money for insurance and other things like that.
Oh, it must be a little weird having money all around you. Not you, because you're the one dropping it, but to the staff and such. Oh, there's another video coming. I hope yeah.
Well, we have
I hope he destroys my roof. Or
yeah, I was joking with one of the guys there because he bought a new truck.
Mm.
and his car before he bought it was really terrible. Like, cause like I obviously don't like fuck up cars because I bought like 10 cars in the last year or 11 or 12. I don't remember for other people. And so he bought a new truck and I was like, what the fuck, dude? I was planning on fucking destroying your other car for a video. And he was like, motherfucker. And he had just bought a new car. I was like, you could have just got that for free. And things like that. So a lot
Ugh.
of them know, like, if you have a shit car, you keep it and you just wait. It might take 2, 3, 6, 7 months, but eventually I will get around to destroying it.
I have a truck that I think is really nice, but if I work for you, you'd see me in a Chevette every
Yeah,
day.
exactly. That's what I told one of my guys. He's like, man, I wish I had a turbo car. I was like, dude, if I were you, I would just swap cars with your mom for a year and just wait for me to destroy it.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. I help well, none of them do that, but I was joking with them at the Meteor video. It's Jake, the Viking dude. I was like, if you were smart, you would
Hmm.
have done that.